All right, let's go ahead and do this. This is homework number 5 for chapter 3, and number 67. The diagram at the right represents only half of the shape, this one right here. Half of the shape that has a graph of y equals 1 as a line. So y equals 1 is going to be this line right here. So it's going to be a line that's on the y-axis. So we think about it. It's a line that's on the y-axis, and it's going to be at y equals 1. So it'll be on that first point right there. And it's going to be a line. It's going to be a line that goes across. Right, so if we draw a line that goes across there, um, then what is it going to look like, and what is it going to do to this shape right here? Right, so the line y equals 1. Give me a second. It's lagging a little bit. So that line right there is going to be this one right here. So y equals 1. That's y equals 1. So if I do a reflection of everything, it's going to go ahead and bounce off of that mirror line, or that mirror image of it. So, for example, this point is also going to be right here. This point is also going to be right here. This point right here, if you look at it, it's going to be 1, 2 across. So then it's going to be 1, 2. So that point will be roughly right there. And this point right here, this point right here will be 1, 2. So it would be 1, 1, 2. So roughly about right here. Okay, so that's where my new shape is going to be. And all I have to do is just connect the dots to each other, and that will be my completed shape. So it should look like this, and this, and this, and this. Okay, so we also have to label the coordinates of the missing vertices. So this coordinate is going to be in the same spot. This is going to be 1, 0. This one's going to be the same spot also. That's going to be 5, 0, or sorry, 5, 1. Oh, so the first one is actually 1, 1. That was my bad. Slight lag today. Not sure why. I just restarted the computer. This point right here should be 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go down 2 or 1 because it's reading. So that's -1. So this should be 3, -1. This point right here should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then down 1. So 7, -1. Okay. All right. Number 55. Lourdes has created the following challenge for you. She has given you 3 of the 4 points necessary to determine a triangle on a graph. She wants you to find the points that completes each triangle below, and then calculate the area of the triangles formed by parts A and B. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to go for part A. We'll put that in. We'll put it in red. So -1, 3. So you're going to go -1 and then 3. -1, 2. Sheesh. Small rectangle. And 9, 2. So 9 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. Okay, so what are we missing? All right, so if I was to complete that, I would have something like this. There, there, and so where would my missing piece be at? All right, and this is a rectangle, and that means that I need it to be right there, which is a straight line right there. So that's where my missing piece is, where my green point is. And that's going to be 9, 3. So definitely the graph does help. Okay, this one right here, I'll put in blue. negative, or excuse me, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right here. 5, 7, 3, so 4, 5, 7, pretty much the same level. 5, negative 3, so here's 5, and negative 3 right here. And then what's the last part, right? So if I look again, I got that right there. Got that right there. So I need to make a rectangle, which means that I also need the same parallel piece, which is right there. Okay, and again, I need that, the one I'm going to put in purple. Okay, so that's going to be 3 and negative 3. Okay, area for A, area for the red triangle, or red rectangle. The area is going to be the length, which is, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the area, you remember area for rectangle is going to be the base, or excuse me, let's go with the length times the width. So I just counted 10, and then the height for this is going to be 1. So 10 times 1, so the area is going to be 10. Area for the second one is going to be, again, area is the length times the width. The length is going to be 1, 2, and the width is how wide apart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? So that's going to be 2 times 10, or 20. Okay. Write an equation for the line containing the points. Right, so to do this, you're going to need 2 points. I would pick easy points, like maybe positives or maybe just less negatives. Right? Maybe these two. Right, so first I'm going to need the slope. Slope is going to be the y's subtract each other. So I'm going to go 5. So that's change in y, which is really 5 minus a negative 4 over the change in x, which is 2 minus a negative 1. So from 5 minus negative 4 makes 9, because that's adding. 2 minus negative 1 is 3. 9 divided by 3 is just 3. So your slope is 3. So your equation, y equals m, which is going to be 3, x, which I don't know, but I'm going to use 2, plus b. Okay. And then the y is actually, I know the y. The y is going to be 5. So I'm using 2 for x and 5 for y. So work this out. I get 5 equals 6 plus b minus 6 from both sides. And I get b is equal to negative 1. So my answer, my final answer, y equals m, which is 3 from here, x plus negative 1, okay, which is a b, and I don't have to put plus minus. I can just put in minus 1. So my answer, y equals 3x minus 1. All right. Anything, let me know. We can talk about it in class or not. All right. Have a good night.